This video chart presentation at Tinka Resources Limited. Tinka trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the ticker TK. This is just a look at how the stock's performed in 2013. But if we went back a little bit farther, you'd see this has been in a real nice uptrend since last August. Basically trending sideways throughout the first quarter of this year. Dipped down to about 83 cents back in February, but then had a nice climb up to $1.25. Since retraced, holding right around that $1 mark. The hammer that it dropped on Tuesday, though, caught my eye as it pulled back up into the close. So I think it's worth paying attention to see if this is going to try and follow up with some more strong green days and potentially go up here and challenge this top end resistance again. Now I see we've got the slow stow back down in a similar position when it made the bounce in February. Looks like a bullish cross is just now ready to happen. This could be signaling a shift in trend. Money flow index, again, in a very similar position as February. Because if you note, right through this area when it broke through 50, that's when the stock price was putting together a nice climb. But by paying attention to it down here when it started to make the rotation and flatten and started to curl upward, that's where traders can catch the full breadth of a move and notch some pretty nice gains of around 50%. Now, of course, that always ties in with the candles. But right now, looking at the MFI, I'm looking for that flattening and to see it take on some upward pressure to show people are starting to pay slightly higher prices for the stock. Again, it's to notice the similarity where the RSI is, registering right around 40, and that's about the position it was in February when it started to make the climb again. So now those positions aren't the be-all, end-all of a chart making a move, but they are giving hints that we might be ready to see a shift in trend and a shift in momentum, and that this stock might try and take on some upward pressure. Now what I have my eye on for support is really first and foremost that bounce point, where it bounced off a low of 94 cents on Tuesday. See, that's a pretty solid support level in 2013. Outside of this one dip below it, it's basically held that mark. And if it pushes above where it closed on Tuesday, in classic TA fashion, that's a resistance point. And I'd want to see that resistance hold as support, and that would be where my stop loss would be put. Now to the north side, what I'd be looking for is a little bit of resistance to certainly start coming in the picture, right there around $1.20. And I'd suspect that's going to run right through up to $1.25 to those old highs. Now that mark also happens to be 52-week highs, which would represent a pretty important breakout for this chart should those levels be broken. Volume picked up on that hammer on Tuesday, 340,000 shares traded, a definite increase over the previous week. And I'd look for that volume to stay strong and for it to really try and ramp up as it comes through this $1.20 area, to try and have a solid head of steam behind it to blow through that top end resistance. And what I'd be seeing from that point is really just the idea of coming through and making some higher highs and higher lows and establishing a nice upward channel and a progression for the chart. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the Tinka Resources chart, but as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.